Yo, Spatchcock Funk and the Championship Edition, y'all. We are joined by our homeboy Moose from TNA Wrestling.
Thanks for having me.
Champion, y'all.
I got so excited. I'm sorry. I already started eating the grand prize.
You don't slow someone down when they're on the move like that, bro. So this guy right here, it's an incredible event. Coming to the War Memorial in Syracuse, April 14th and 15th. Watch this man just crush skulls and draw in the crowd. But the thing that makes him great is good guy around the community, from Syracuse, played at Syracuse. He's one of only a few human beings on earth that have played in the NFL and wore a championship belt, baby. So that's what's up.
Yeah, thanks, man. That's a great introduction.
Well, appreciate that, dude.
Can't wait. I don't know what we're making.
Yeah.
But I'm a foodie, and I'm excited to eat.
Well,
I kind of just want to put a bit of everything on this cracker and just take a bite.
So that's basically what we're doing, baby. The deal is with you is we know that you're obviously super fit and healthy, but you got a sweet tooth from what we understand.
Yeah, a big sweet tooth.
So Alex's wife, April, had this recipe that we've renamed it the Hit Stick Tree Bark because that's your finishing move, you know?
True.
We want to knock it out. So while I'm going to put this sauce together, why don't you just lay these things out evenly on that?
Okay, just one at a time?
Yep, just nice even mix while I'm throwing some light brown sugar, butter, and I mean, we're making a caramel sauce.
Hit stick bar.
Hit stick bark, baby. A little bit of heavy cream, and that's how we do caramel.
My finishing move is called the hit stick, but a few years ago, it was called the no jackhammer needed. And I was told by Scott Demore that I couldn't use that name because it was almost a shot at Bill Goldberg.
Yeah.
So I think once I changed the name back of my finisher to the no jackhammer needed, then this treat will be the no jackhammer needed bar.
Oh, that's an even tougher name too,
yeah,
dude.
I like that.
I love it. I love it.
Jackhammer needed bar.
I was thinking about this, like you're when you watch that finishing move and professional wrestling, you know, you see it on ESPN, you see it everywhere. In TNA, you guys, you know, all these awesome things. You're known for a lot of like the aggressive moves that you have. And when someone's like, well, the place gives, I'm like, bro, a 6'5", 300-pound man spearing you, there's no giving that. You're going down.
Yeah, that hurts.
Yeah.
In fact, it hurts me. It hurts my shoulder.
So when you're studying like people from the past, if you could go back and fight one wrestler of all time, who's it gonna be?
Oh, it can't be one. It's two. So the first one I always put, actually no, it's three. But the third one is more, it's probably the closest one that could happen. It could happen very soon. But one would be Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar is, in my opinion, very underrated, and
Agreed.
I think he's probably the best wrestler in the world. He's probably your height when you're not on the steps though, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Actually, no, he might be a little taller than that. But he's definitely very imposing, like big jack guy. Number two on my list, I think, has the best story because when I was here in Syracuse, the one bowl game I went to was the Champ Sports Bowl.
Yep.
And we played Georgia Tech.
I remember that game.
And lined up in front of me the whole game. You probably don't even know who was lined up in front of me.
No, I know that was like Paul Pasqualoni's last game as coach. He seemed like a good dude. Roman Reigns?
Yeah, so I played against Roman Reigns a full game. Obviously, I had a better football career than he did.
Agreed.
And obviously, he had the better wrestling career.
So far, we don't know. So
yeah,
far,
we don't know because the story on Moose is in.
It's not done, baby.
Done
I'm putting this in the oven at 350.
Okay.
But you know, when you're talking about like,
but I need to tell you what the third matchup.
Yeah.
The third matchup actually could happen. Who's the best name when you think about TNA? The first name that comes to mind.
You. But then the Hardy Brothers probably
not
after
me.
that.
No. Go
Way back?
AJ Styles.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, and the rumor is he has a couple of matches in him still left. So I would love to see the best of his generation in TNA, which is him, versus the best of this generation in TNA, which is me.
All right, I took this out of the oven after 8 minutes. I'm gonna hit it with some chocolate chips. Dark chocolate, you know what I mean? Dark chocolate just looks better with the pecans. All right, Moose, now it's out. We're gonna let it rest and cool. I'm gonna hit it with a nice healthy dose of sea salt because the salt brings out all the fatty caramelness. So while that's cooling, what you do is you bring it out later, right? And to make it the bark, you just crack it and break it open. So I use parchment paper so people can easily take it out and not mess it up. So let's grab a piece and see what's up.
Do we cheers it?
Yeah, let's cheers it. Yeah. All right, here's the champions. April 14th and 15th, the War Memorial, TNA in Syracuse. Come and watch this man do the thing, y'all.
I can't do the thing right now because I'm stuffing my face with this and it's delicious.